Topic, a new show is going to open this week, or just did, at the Aronoff Center, and it could teach all of us an important lesson about our own mental health. Joining us now to explain how is medical reporter Liz Bonus. Liz.
Hey Paula, good evening, and good evening to you. The show is called Mean Girls, and if you're familiar with it, you likely know it's based on a book and a movie about surviving high school. But the real message might be one that all of us could learn, according to mental health specialists at the Lindner Center of Hope. Mean Girls is a take on what could happen to any of us in high school in a competitive environment. So last night, psychiatrist Shana Feibel from the Lindner Center of Hope went with me to the show. She's also studied film and writing and says the real message, if you go, that you might want to share with your kids, your teens, your family members, is likely this, that could help with self-esteem and combat bullying. One, she says, always work to find your true, authentic self, even though the world will often get in your way, at least when you want to do this. Number two, even the popular girls, or the so-called mean girls, they can also be just as unhappy and insecure as the rest of us that they pick on. And number three, the social atmosphere of middle school and high school can continue into adulthood and even into older age. So the earlier you can sort of learn to negotiate all this, the better, she says. The cast members in this show definitely agree.
I actually love that this version of the show, it's 15 years after the movie, and we set it in modern times, that they embrace the social media aspect and cell phone usage, and cyberbullying becomes part of the story, because that's something that needs to be addressed and talked about in society these days. And I feel like the show does a really good job of bringing it up and touching on it without preaching anything. It just kind of leaves it there to think about at the end of the day. I think there's a degree of self-confidence that the show can give people, and at least from my perspective, that's what I'm hoping people walk away with, that you can play the popularity game, you can try and play into the social stereotypes and everything, but if you're just really true to yourself and true to your friends, that's kind of the coolest thing you can do.
Now, Eric there, who you just heard talking, he's actually a UC CCM grad in their medical or musical theater program. He is great in this show, I just have to say. Shana joining us this weekend to share more on our What's Happening in Health show. Mean Girls runs through November 17th.